I'm Jake Reyes here with Chief Meteorologist Christine Ferrero. Good morning to you. It's
Good
crazy.
Morning.
We're sharing the desk together.
I know, we've never done this.
Yeah. So what's the weather going to be like for all those dads out there who are going to be celebrating with their families?
Well, here's the deal. Clouds are a lock. The cool weather is a lock, but I don't think there'll be a lot of showers today. There'll be hit or miss variety. They'll be around, but I have more dry time than wet time outdoors. And take a live look in Lebanon right now. The sky is brightening up just a hair from when we had those showers just a couple of hours ago. Now, Lebanon, you are dry. Most of the Susquehanna Valley dry. Can't rule out a few sprinkles here and there this morning, but I do think we'll squeeze by with a mainly dry morning. Temperatures, we are in the lower 60s. Do not expect those temperatures to climb much today. And dew points are around the upper 50s to near 62. They will be holding steady. So the bottom line, it is going to be cool today. It's going to be comfortable. You can thank the easterly wind for all of the cool air. Lots of clouds and some occasional showers from time to time, but really most of your day is going to be dry. Unseasonably cool, you got it. Our forecast high today is 64. The record coldest high today was 61, set in 1912. Now, of course, it's not going to be that cold, but we should be in the 80s. So we'll talk more about when we will see the 80s again coming up in my 10-day forecast.
All right.
If you don't like what's going on, you have to let it be known. We only get to vote every so often, and if you're going to do something, now's the time.
Protesters took to the streets across the Susquehanna Valley yesterday. Tens of thousands of demonstrators took part in what they're calling No Kings protests. News 8's Taylor Hess spoke with protesters about their message to the Trump administration.
This is a reaction to the heavy-handedness of the Trump administration and their disregard for constitutional, for laws and even for norms. So many of the things that are happening right now in our country just don't feel like America.
Thousands gathered in Continental Square and Binns Park as chants filled the air. Demonstrators say these are called the No Kings protests against what they believe is an authoritarian approach by the Trump administration.
We should have elected officials in 3 equal branches of government and checks and balances. Right now, when you have a king, you don't have checks and balances. You have what one person says is what goes, and that's what seems to be happening.
That's why they feel it's important to exercise their First Amendment right.
We're encouraging each other. We're supporting each other. We're answering questions for people who aren't here. We're happy to answer questions for them. And we're just making our feelings known.
I hope they see that there's a number of us and that we're willing to speak up and that it encourages other people to speak up.
In York and Lancaster County, Taylor Hess, WGAL News 8.
In Chambersburg, Franklin County, protesters also took part in the No Kings protest. The hour-long protest filled the area in front of the Franklin County Courthouse. And protests also took place in Carlisle and Harrisburg, where hundreds of people voiced their concerns.
I think that, we're tired of the usual politics, the pushing to the right, the just fascist leanings that you're seeing politics go towards, and that people are we're sick of it. Like the average person, we are the average person. There's so many of us that just want to live our life without having to deal with all of this, whatever this is.
But this is the most diverse crowd I have ever seen at a demonstration in Carlisle. And it's very exciting, but I think it points to the fact that so many people are being touched in a negative way by the current administration, between worrying about Social Security and Medicare. But this is people investing in America they want to keep.
And these local protests you've been seeing are part of the thousands happening nationally.
The people united will never be defeated.
These protesters gathered in New York, where thousands of people filled the streets with signs and chanting. Protests also took place in all 50 states, with more than 5 million people taking part. But the biggest protest was in Philadelphia, where police say 80,000 people joined the protest on the Benjamin Franklin Parkway and no arrests were reported.